So today we're checking out the old ghost town of Britt in near North Ontario, located off Highway 69, about 3 hours north of Toronto and 2 hours south of Sudbury. This is the stretch of Highway 69 right before you come into Britt, and it looks shabby. It kind of looks like something you'd see in some parts of the United States. Someone should do something. This was an old burned out motel, but I didn't stick around. There was someone in there watching me. That's an old police station that's no longer used anymore. This is a strange little trailer park that's situated directly outside of Britt. Here we are now coming into the town itself. There's only one road that goes in and out of Britt, and this is it. And it straddles the north shore of the Magnetawan River, and it comes to a point at the end of the peninsula, and then the town just ends. This is a small subdivision within the town of Britt.
You guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
That's a very popular sentiment in near North Ontario, but that all changes when you get to Sudbury. It becomes very liberal and NDP up there. Britt was a boom and bust town with a bit more bust than boom. It was a huge sawmill in the beginning, in the mid-1800s. Then I think there was a massive fire at the mill. Then it became an oil hub for Texaco to refuel ships. But then a pipeline was built from Alberta to Sarnia, Ontario. Which put them out of business. And then it became a ghost town for decades. That's the Magnetawan River, and that is Britt's sister town, Byng Inlet. In fact, Britt used to be called Byng North. These two towns have a whole lot of history, and I implore you guys to go look it up. It is fascinating. I could do an entire video on the history of this town alone. From what I saw, Britt has a public school, a community center, a liquor and grocery store, a gas bar for boats, auxiliary fire and EMS, library, small sports field, trailer park, a couple of marinas, a couple of churches, a nursing station, a highway maintenance and township yard, a cemetery, motel, seasonal Coast Guard station, mail office, Lions Club and Legion, auto shop, and I think I saw a restaurant and a bar kicking around, but I'm not sure. So I don't think it has ghost town status anymore. A lot of rich people seem to have bought cottages and full-time residences up here and seem to store a lot of nice boats and yachts at the marinas. A lot of money to be made there. That's just classic Canadiana. Random people waving to you, giving you a thumbs up. Somebody gutted their trout and just left them in the middle of the road. Town has a population of about 350, but it feels like there's more in the summer. I was here a few years ago during COVID, and it might as well have been a ghost town then as well. The town itself is just an absolutely stunning drive. And here it is at the end. It just ends at a house. Now the rest of the video is just me coming back, giving you some footage of the houses and properties on the left and right side of the road. Now my grandparents lived just south of here on the Nayscoot River. My grandfather was a bit of a tough guy. And I remember him telling my mom and uncle specifically that if we were ever looking to go out and look for trouble, that Brit would be the place to find it. He used to vocally warn us not to go to Brit in the early 90s. I wonder what that was all about. If you have any idea, please comment. The town has had a strange history with fires. churches, motels, homes, businesses, sawmills. There's been a lot of fires in this town. Almost every house has a Canadian flag. That's something that's very different up here. You don't see that anymore in Central Ontario. Or the GTA, I should say. All these homes really just back onto miles and miles of crown land. So I'm sure there's all sorts of ATV trails and hunting and fishing spots back there that all these people know about. The town cemetery. And here's something neat I came across. A helipad. If people need urgent care, hospitals must be so far away that in some cases helicopters are required. I imagine Orange or Coast Guard helicopters would be used the most there. Orange is a private air ambulance service here in Ontario. It is a pretty little town. And we are approaching the end of the town. It's a beautiful little town, and I hope it continues to grow. I would move here in a heartbeat. It's almost perfect. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you know anything about this town, please let me know.